Hey guys, got another one for you. This is, as I promised, the Smith&Wesson Mini Kukri. It is a full tang knife, so this one I'll be feeling more comfortable about patoning. And this is that sheath I made for it. If you guys watched the other video, you will have seen me making this sheath for it. Now, I've been wearing this sheath for a little bit, and since I made that video, and I've noticed something that I didn't like necessarily because I'm a little bit bigger guy. Now, which is going to make me critique the high-end tight type of sheath. But whenever it's on my belt here, the handle was digging into me a little bit here. So I didn't like that too terribly much at all. But it was only whenever I was situated just so, sitting down. So I say it doesn't happen all the time, especially if I position it just so. But it's only happening whenever it was around me a little bit farther towards the front. With it sitting off to the side, it wasn't that bad. So the sheath I liked too, but then again I didn't. But I have not actually used this blade yet. This one was given to me by a coworker of mine. He found it on the side of the highway whenever he was doing some road work, and the handle got kind of scuffed up a little bit, but it ain't terrible. I mean, just a couple of dings in the handle. You probably can't see it on the camera, but like I said, it had a little bit of damage. Oh, and I did have to redo the edge a little bit because the edge as well got damaged while it fell out of the truck or boat or whatever it was. So let's go ahead and do a feel type review. Yeah, it's on. And I got this new camera, and it came with a remote, and it actually helps out quite a bit for stuff like this. So first things first, we'll go ahead and use the ferro rod. Now, I've shown this on another video, the one that will be right after this one. This is the same ferro rod I've been using, but I had put a new handle on here and some other stuff, and I used a brass pin and everything to hold it together. So I'm going to try this out. Oh yeah, very nice. I don't know if it picked it up on it, but it's burning real good. Pulls it right off. So go ahead and put this back in here, and go ahead and do the feather stick for this. All right. Now, one thing I do like about these, because for this I think it would do pretty good, is because it's the curved blade. I think, anyways, it has a better tendency for a feather stick, because you can use that to your advantage, the curve. So I think it did pretty good. I mean, you can see that pretty well, I think. And it does pretty well. This is just a bigger piece than what probably is necessary for a feather stick. But you can see from this, it actually does pretty good. I'm confident it's because of the curve of it. So let's do the cringe-worthy patoning. edge retention seems to be pretty good. Still pretty sharp. Let's go ahead and do this again. Yeah, I'm still able to do this out real well without any issues, seems like. So, yeah, I had to say the edge retention is very well on this knife. Now, like I said, the edge retention seems to be pretty good on it. I like that, and that's a very good thing. Only, the handle on it feels a little blocky. It did bevel down the handles a little bit, the scales on the blade, but it still feels pretty blocky in the hand. But really, that's the only thing I don't like about this knife so far. Itself, the knife itself. It does even have hollowed out. Yeah, you can see it with my orange shirt. It's got 3 holes. And this, I'm sure this back one here, the very back down there, it's set up for a lanyard of some sort. So, like I said, I think overall it is a decent knife. So, and that's coming from me for free, from a free knife. So, I have nothing invested in this except for the sheath. So, video verse. We are in Matthew 13 again. And this one is, let me see here, where was I? Yes, 13, 24 through 30. And it says here, another parable he put forth to them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like a man who sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat, and went his way. But when the grain had sprouted and produced a crop, then the tares also appeared. So the servants of the owner came and said to him, Sir, did you not sow good seed in your field? How then does it have tares? He said to them, an enemy has done this. The servants said to him, Do you want us then to go and gather them up? But he said, No, lest while you gather up the tares, you also uproot the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. And at the time of harvest I will say to the reapers, First gather together the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. That is Matthew 13, 24 through 30. And I'll see you guys in the next one.